Hello and welcome to my 70th water review for YouTube. Today is Friday, June 7th, 2019. Happy June, everyone. And this week, you may notice I am in yet another new location. I have moved yet again, hopefully for the next year or so. And so you will be getting some new B-roll from this new location. I don't know how much outdoor B-roll there will be, although hopefully I'll be able to get some more B-roll from my previous location with those nice flowers and whatnot. So we'll see in terms of B-roll, but maybe I will also change my recording location as well. There's a nice countertop island over there I could record on. So maybe you'll see new locations, maybe some new videos as well in the kitchen. I might do some cooking or something. So you'll have to wait and see. But for now, for my 70th water review, I will be reviewing a French-Canadian water called Fruit Drop. And Fruit Drop is produced by La Sonde in Quebec, in Rougemont, Quebec. And they were founded in 1918 by Aristide La Sonde and his wife, Georgina Darcy. And since then, they've actually, I believe, managed to keep the company within the family, at least as far as I could tell from their very detailed historical timeline, which was very excellent to see. It seemed like, at least for the 60 years after the company was founded in 1918, they seem to have kept it within the family, so very cool. And they've actually grown a lot since then as well, from producing just canned vegetables to now owning over 25 different brands, including the Fruit Drop water, which comes in a plain natural still water, a sparkling water, and a flavored still water as well. So lots of interesting flavors there to try. Now on their website, it is very nicely designed with big, beautiful graphics all over and nice fonts everywhere, easy to navigate. However, they do really just talk about the products on their front page there. It's hard to find other information. I had to scroll all the way to the bottom to the little About Us link at the bottom of their website. And then it took me to the La Sonde website where they had a lot more information. And on La Sonde's website, they did talk a lot about the history. They had that nice timeline. And they also talk about their social and environmental initiatives as well. So they've invested a lot in improving their efficiency of their processes to reduce the amount of water and energy they require. They've also done the same with their packaging to make it more environmentally friendly and biodegradable. And they also work to produce a better working environment for their workers, as well as healthier products overall. So that's great to see that they had this huge page about all their CSR initiatives, because they're really proud of it seems. So that was excellent. However, in terms of downsides to their website, I would have liked to see a bit more information about the water itself. They do mention it's reverse osmosis water, and they have a good amount of information about their ingredients and nutrition facts, but they don't really talk about the water itself. So it would have been cool to see what their source is, even if it's just municipally sourced. And if they had a mineral breakdown on their website, that would have been nice as well. So just a little addition I'd like to see there. And as well as making it easier to find more information about the company. Having to go all the way to the bottom to the About Us pages a bit more difficult than I would have liked. In terms of bottle design and materials, it's definitely a very interesting shaped bottle. It's kind of very long and wide, I guess you could describe it as. And overall, it's not a bottle shape I've really typically seen before. It must be some sort of custom bottle they've gone with. The plastics for the bottle are quite nice, and they do hold up quite well with the water inside. When you take the cap off, it does become a little bit squishier, but it's not crinkly in any way, and it is high quality, nice soft plastic that they're using. However, for the cap itself, it is decent, but it is a bit harsher than I would have liked. It's a bit harsh on the hands, but still not bad in any way. Definitely a decent cap. Where they do kind of falter is in the label materials. It's a kind of a cheaper, wrinklier plastic, and while it is very tightly secured to the bottle, it isn't very well glued. and you do notice some wrinkling and whatnot. So while they do have a nice label design, it would have been nice to see it put on some nicer materials to really complement the nice label design. And in terms of label design, they have the little fruit drop logo here, which is quite nice with the little drop of water as the O in the drop. And then they do have some pictures of what looks to be kind of real fruit here. And then they've gone with a fake lemon here. It's kind of strange. I guess they should have really just gone with the real fruit pictures all around, because they do look very nice. And then maybe just put the text there where they mentioned that this is made with real lemon juice, which is very cool. The grapefruit flavor is a natural flavoring, so it's not made from real grapefruit juice, but the lemon juice itself is made from a real lemon juice. So we'll have to see if we notice a difference in that case. But overall, besides the front label, it's basically the same all the way around. And then on the back, they have both a nutrition facts table and an ingredients list, and then just some company information on the other side. Overall, a nicely designed label. It would have been nice to see a mineral breakdown somewhere on here. They definitely had space for it, so they could have put one on there or even on their website, but there's really no mineral breakdown anywhere, which is unfortunate. Now, in terms of taste and nose, we'll have to see if I get any of those nice real lemon juice flavors on the taste and nose. So it looks like it has a nice carbonation on it. We'll have to see on the mouthfeel as well. In terms of nose, you definitely get a kind of grapefruity bitterness to the nose and a nice lemoniness as well. The grapefruit is a bit more overpowering on the nose than the lemon, but that's okay overall. You do get a nice little sourness as well. It's got definitely a very strong citrus note to it. Not a whole lot of other notes to it. I wouldn't be able to pick out any of the minerals in there, just based on how strong the nose is in terms of citrus. Now, in terms of taste, it has a very strong mouthfeel to it. It's not the strongest carbonated water, but it does have an adequate amount of carbonation. I don't think they really need to go any stronger on here. It's not as strong as a Perrier, but that can be kind of harsh in some ways. So definitely a good carbonation overall, and it leaves you with kind of like a dryness on the mouth. So I wonder if this is kind of like a high calcium water or a harder water, because you definitely get kind of a dry mouth feel overall. And it may have to do with the flavorings as well. In terms of taste, it has definitely a real lemon flavor. It's really cool. It really does taste like they just dropped some lemon juice into here. It's got a nice, really strong lemon citrusy kind of sour sweet note to it, and then it's got that nice bitterness from the grapefruit natural flavoring. I don't find that the fact that the grapefruit flavoring is the natural flavoring and not a real grapefruit juice that they could have added, so it doesn't really take away from it in that way, but it does have a really nice strong citrusy taste overall. So in terms of final score for company history and interestingness, La Salle definitely has a very interesting history to it, and it is cool that it's a little family-owned French-Canadian company that's grown to become a publicly traded company that owns over 25 different brands, making all kinds of different food products, including this water product. And their website is also decent as well, with a good amount of information about the product, although I would have liked to see a bit more information about the water itself. And they talk about the history, the CSR initiatives, and it's an easily navigatable website. So overall, in terms of company history and interestingness, they get 2.25 out of 2.5 points. In terms of bottle design and materials, the bottle design and materials are quite good. The plastics for the bottle are excellent, and the cap is quite good as well. The only thing I could really take points off for is the materials of the label. It definitely is a little bit of a lower quality label, even if they had just glued it on a little bit better to avoid the wrinkling that goes on, and just the overall, it makes the plastic feel cheaper, not having it completely glued all the way around. And if they also included a mineral breakdown on here, that would have been excellent. So in terms of bottle design and materials, they get 1.75 out of 2.5 points. In terms of taste and nose, I really enjoyed this. Is probably one of my top carbonated waters in terms of flavor and nose. I really do like that they add the real lemon juice. It really just takes it that one step further to give it that really nice real lemon citrus flavor. And you do really notice it on the nose and on the taste as well. And it does have that nice grapefruit bitterness as well. So overall, I really enjoyed the taste and the nose with this one. So they get 3 out of 4 points for taste and nose. In terms of value, this 1 liter bottle cost $1.39 at my local grocery store, which is quite good. That actually makes it cheaper than Perrier at normal price. If you can find it on sale, Perrier is about the same price as this. But for $1.39, I'd really honestly go with this over a Perrier. The flavors are comparable, although I do really like the real lemon flavor on this one. If you are looking for some more interesting flavors, like maybe an orange or something, then you might have to go with Perrier because they do have more choice in terms of flavor on that end. But overall, if you really want that grapefruit lemon flavor, then you could really go with either one. Perrier has a nicer bottle and a more kind of iconic design, so if you really value that, go with that one. But if you want that real lemon flavor, I would recommend going with Fruit Drop. So for final score, they get 7.75 out of 10 points, which is quite good for a nice Canadian fruit sparkling water. They've definitely done an excellent job. I'm glad that they didn't sweeten it. They didn't add anything to it. It's just water and the flavorings that you require. So I hope you all enjoyed my first review for June 2019 and from my new location. So I will see you all on Monday for my next food review. Sorry I wasn't able to make my food review this week, but I will make it up to you on Monday and then the following Monday as well. So I will see you next week for my Monday food review. And please do not forget to like and subscribe, comment, and share as well. Anyways, I will see you next Monday. Thank you.